Hello everyone and welcome to the 2024 Paris Motor Show. If you're new to the channel, my name's Sam. Make sure to subscribe for more new car reviews and car content every single week. Today I'm going to be giving you a tour of the show, showing you all the new models that have been previewed and giving you a walk around to see the future of cars at Paris in 2024. If that sounds good, keep watching to see some very exciting cars.
At Citroen, we offer mobility solutions for everyone. From passenger car to commercial vehicles.
This is the C5 Aircross Concept, which will be coming out mid next year. As you can see, it looks pretty striking and it's about 95% ready according to the CEO. It'll be a multi-energy platform again, so electric, petrol and hybrid options will all be available. And this is the front of the new C4X facelift, this being the hybrid model. You can see they've changed the face quite significantly in this facelift, bringing the headlights up rather than them being lower down and looking more like the original Citroen C4s that we used to see. So I really like this look for Citroen. It's a bit more conventional, but definitely an elegant look and a nice facelift. And this is the front of the EC4, so the more hatchback one. Definitely the better seller in the UK, but we do get the C4X. It looks really good to have the headlights in a more traditional place. And then obviously you've got new wheels, slightly different interiors and tweaks that you'd normally see on a facelift. Inside the C4X, so this is actually what we were in the taxi from the airport to our hotel, and very comfortable in the back. It was really lovely. This one doesn't have the sunroof though, but nice. You've got the new Citroen logos that features across the range now. So going to that retro look, but obviously more modern. So quite a nice mixture, a little bit different textures. Just some tweaks here and there. To the rear of the normal C4, the lights are a little bit different, so it's a bit more simple now. You do have Citroen spelled out across the back there as well. Another car on the Citroen stand is the C3 Aircross, which is based on the new C3. It's available with 5 or 7 seats like we see with this one here. Quite interesting for such a small car to have a 7-seat option. Also one of the most affordable SUVs on the market as well. So let's have a look in the back of the C3 Aircross, the smaller 7-seater, or one of them on the market. The seats go like so. Whoa. Jump up and we get in the back. Ow. Ow. That hurt. That is very much a hazard. Ow. Could have a bruise there. Just for kids back here, I'd probably say. Similar to a Tiguan Allspace in a way, which is pretty incredible because it's a small SUV. I've got a similar amount of legroom that you'd get. And then, you know, a similar amount of headroom as well. Just getting in and out is hazardous with this thing here. Dangerous. Strange shaped steering wheel. More going towards a Peugeot-like look. And then this dash, and then this is all floating. All hard plastics, of course. This is quite a cheap vehicle, one of the cheapest SUVs on the market. You've got your digital cockpit here, very like what we saw on the original Citroens. We saw those with the virtual little pixel display. It looks very much like that. Seats are nice and comfortable and supportive, as you'd expect from a Citroen. And yeah, it looked quite good for a family car. You've got loads of headroom. It's got a really boxy shape. So I could see this being quite a popular vehicle, definitely. Another new arrival at the show is the Ami facelift. This includes the Ami buggy as well, which you can see has got this sort of surfer look. It's focused on off-roading with its off-road tyres. It's Europe's best-selling small electric quadricycle as well. So not a car as such, but a great little thing for nipping around towns and cities. This is BMW here, and we've got the Neue Klasse X and the Neue Klasse, which is kind of like concepts to show what BMW's future could look like. This is more like the SUV X3, and then you've got the more 3 Series looking with the 3-box design. Proper saloon looking car. The interiors on these look incredible, especially on the saloon. I really love the direction they're going in. Quite experimental, so it'll be interesting how similar production cars when they come out. And talk about a dream car interior, that is pretty beautiful. It's like a yellow corduroy inside, and then like this Alcantara material. This glass box goes all over, and then a full panoramic roof, and then this satin white paint. It all looks fantastic. Definitely very concept looking, as it is a concept. So as I say, it will be interesting to see if we see anything like this in a production model, but as a concept, it looks absolutely fantastic. And you can see the Neue Klasse X over there, that's got more of a terracotta interior. I like this yellow one. And this is the Twingo at the Paris Motor Show. Looks just like the Mark 1 car, but all electric in its electric form. It looks cool. Not sure about these little bits. Of course, this is very concept-like. We're not sure if this is going to come to the UK yet either. Things have not been confirmed, but it'll be coming in 2026 anyway. But this looks crazy, and this little green colour, it's like a little frog. It's really cool. Even the wheels are retro and 90s. And then it does have 5 doors there concealed at the back, like on the Renault 5. It's hard to tell on camera the sizing, if it's smaller or bigger than the Renault 5. In terms of sizing, it is going to be a little smaller than the Renault 5. So really cool. I like the look of it a lot. This is a very busy stand because it's the Renault 4 world premiere. And as you can see, I'm at the back of the 4. These lights here and just the general design at the back really reminds me of the Fiat 500, but in a good way. It's fun and it's quirky, and of course it goes back to the original Renault 4, like we saw with the 5 earlier in the year, which is also at the show today. Also the Alpine A290 is here as well, which is based on that car, but it's about the Renault 4 here, the small SUV based on the Renault 5. So retro, so cool, and we're really seeing the French manufacturers have a bit of fun with their designs. So to the side, you can see you've got these ripples, which look great. Wheels and just really lovely chunky SUV styling. Even this little window here at the back, it looks great in this metallic blue colour as well. It's so fun, funky, and yeah, just cool, affordable, fun electric cars. I think they've done an excellent job. I'm very excited for Renault Groupe, comparing it to other brands. For example, with Stellantis, with Citroen, they're doing fun things with the C3, but I think this just tops it completely. So comfortable seats as well. And of course, the famous baguette holder can be had with your Renault 4 as well. Very similar dash as the Renault 5. Lipstick shaped gear selector, which is inspired by Chanel lipstick, believe it or not. That's what it was based off. Then you've got this infotainment display, which kind of blends into this. And then the start button just there. So it's all nicely laid out, which I really like. Classic Renault section here for all your multimedia is still on a different stalk. The screen very obviously facing towards the driver for a very driver focused feel, which I like. This is a lovely steering wheel as well with the perforated leather section down here. You've got wireless phone charging on this one as well, sort of denim interior, which looks great. I do really like it. You've got the electronic handbrake as well with the auto hold function as well, which is excellent. All great things on an electric car to see. You can see this one here has got the panoramic sort of convertible roof as well, which will be an option. This is pretty insane. It's really cool. Of course, it's not a full convertible, but it gives you that convertible feel. Very French. I really love that. And to the front of the car, you can see the grille has got the Renault logo in it and this fascia with the round headlights. Very retro again. Really cool. I love it. I think it looks great. It has that kind of off-road look that you saw in the Paris Motor Show in 2022, but that was very much more concept. I think the production looks even better. And then here it's telling us about the battery technology on this screen here. This is the electric engine, if you like. You've got 40 kilowatt hour battery choice and 52 kilowatt hour battery with 186 or 250 miles. So in the UK, the 52 kilowatt hour battery will definitely be the most popular version, but still great to see. Just think a couple of years ago, a small electric car like the Mini or the Honda E had an electric range of around 130 miles. We're now getting 186 or 250 out of a car that costs less than both of those cars with so much more space. Is incredible. So this is going to be a great product for Renault. I'm feeling very positive about this car and about Renault at the show. This is the Alpine A290, Alpine's first electric car, based on the Renault 5, of course, and looks incredible in this Alpine blue colour. 0 to 60 in under 7 seconds means it's a little electric hot hatch. Sporty, small cars are definitely coming. Takes on cars like the Mini Cooper SE and also the Abarth electric as well. So cool. We'll have a little look inside it as well and a quick look round. Inside this one, you've got the full leather interior with the cream and the blue. It is really lovely inside. You got the Alpine steering wheel as well. You got this button here as well, which is like the overdrive button, giving you all of that torque immediately. It's got 300 Newton meters of torque. You can also push the pedal to the ground and it just boosts up your power immediately. I also love your gear selector buttons down here like you get on the A110. That's really cool, a nice addition instead of having it on the stalk like on the normal Renault 5. Definitely a cool car if you like your small hot hatches. It's a nice one and it shows you can still have a fun electric car as well, which I really like. And these start at around 36,000 euros. Be arriving in the UK soon as well. Also, another thing I'll show you on the outside here, which you might not notice different from the Renault 5, is this shape in the panel as well, which looks excellent. It makes it look furthermore like a three-door car. It does have the rear concealed door handles like the normal Renault 5 as well, but this design here is really cool. I really love how they've done that. And then this sporty body kit is on all the A290s. You can get a few different body colours as well. You get the white, the black, the grey, and then this blue, which is definitely the best colour to go for. You can see this side section even more clearly on this one. Really nice piece of design. I think the Renault and Alpine designers have been doing incredible things recently, so very well done. This line along the top as well is in blue. You can have it in different colours. You can also choose your brake calipers to be in different colours. On this one, you've got the blue brake calipers, which is an option, and they look excellent. I definitely pick them for that sportier aesthetic. It looks great. This one's even got a cool pattern roof as well. Again, they're focusing on that customization, and what a lot of people like on this segment is being able to pick and choose. Again, it really is that Mini effect. Mini Cooper being very famous for having the customization options, small little hot hatches. People like that bespoke feel, and Alpine is doing that with the A290. This is basically the Twizy, but this is called the Bento, and then they've got the Duo, which is basically the new Twizy, but in a new form. And then the Bento is the van version of it. So you've got this space in the back, as you can see. It does say on here max load 60 kilograms, so you couldn't get a lot of heavy things in here, but maybe cakes and things like that for a little store would be quite good. It's very little tykes. It reminds me of something like that. My dad said a Portaloo. I guess perfect for urban areas, maybe for like a bin in a park or something, like a park ranger would be good, or like I say for a small coffee van in the park. Oh. You've got gull wing doors, which is pretty crazy, and I'll show you inside now. This looks very concept-like. It's a singular seater, as you can see, of course, fully electric. All your buttons are here. Everything's so simple. It's saying 108 kilometers with 71% charge, which is quite good, isn't it, for a little town, little runabout thing. It's quite comfortable. Of course, it's bang on central, the steering wheel and everything, so you can be driven anywhere essentially, which is cool. I think I'll feel a little claustrophobic when this comes down, but we'll see. Definitely a little bit of a strange concept, very like the Twizy, but this is essentially the van. So instead of having a little seat behind you, you've got that big plastic box. It's even got a heated seat. It's got everything really. So this is the one that has a seat behind it essentially, so you can have one person driving, one person in the back behind, which is quite a unique feel. A little bit tight back here, and I think it would feel terrifying driving around town, dodging through traffic. Quite fun. Basically what these are an alternative to a motorbike. Safer than a motorbike, that's the idea, and perfect for town and city use. As you can see there, 80 kilometers an hour is the max speed, and I don't think I'd want to go anywhere near that speed in it. And I'm on the Alfa Romeo stand, and this is the Stradale 33. You can get this as in a full electric car or as a petrol. It looks pretty incredible as a supercar. Really shows Alfa is still making some beautiful cars out there, not only with the passenger vehicles but with the supercars, which they were made famous for. This is absolutely beautiful bit of design. I mean, it's stunning. And this is the Alfa Romeo Junior. It was the one that was meant to be called the Milano, but they got told off by Italy, so it's the Junior now. And it's that small Stellantis SUV, so it's the same as the Jeep Avenger, but the Alfa version. They've done a good job making it a little bit different, of their own stamp on it. This one's a little bit different, this grille, to the other grille. And at the front of this one, you can see it's got the classic snake eating the man on the front of this Junior, so a bit different to the other one. So there's a few different designs you can go for. I think in red it definitely looks more Alfa than it does in black. Let's have a little look inside. This is the Veloce one, so it's the sportier one. Proper sports seats, they really hug you in, very similar to the Jeep Avenger underneath, but this definitely feels sportier, a little bit like the Mito, definitely. Done a nice job making it feel a little bit more premium inside than Alphas of old. To the back of the Junior, you've got these lights, which very much remind me of Fiats of the past. I'm not sure about those, but they are very Italian looking, definitely. To the back, you've got the rear concealed door handles here as well, and then the little Alfa logo on this section here, which looks quite cool. Nice bits of design on the vehicle.
Eric, from one legend to the other, can I ask you to unveil this marvelous car?
Of course, with great pleasure. The legend is back.
Just seen the Capri be unveiled. Of course, we've already seen full images online, etc. This is the first time I've seen it in the metal though, and it will be coming to the UK later this year, if not very early next year. It's based on the Explorer, but it's the coupe version. It has the original Capri name, which has been quite controversial. There's a couple of Ford electric vans here. This is the E-Tourneo. Looks really nice. You have this unique grille to the front of it, and because it is electric, the interior is actually quite different from the internal combustion engine vehicles. As you can see, you get a different style steering wheel from the internal combustion engine one, Transit Custom, and the new Puma steering wheel, which was a bit controversial as how square it was and quite big, but I actually really like it. It's not a problem to drive with. You've got your start button here, and then this more bigger integrated screen than what you get on the normal Courier van. This is the active model, so it's that SUV, more rugged look. And being the Tourneo, it's the people carrier, so it's got seats in the back rather than being a van. Now, even though Volkswagen and Ford have been collaborating on a lot of projects, this project is fully Ford. Having sliding doors on an MPV is something very practical. I think this would make a great little electric camper van as well. It should be great. Looking forward to hopefully driving one of these in the future. And here we have the Transit Custom Electric. This is the Tourneo one, so the passenger vans. This is the same as the Volkswagen T7 Caravelle, so that's based on this platform, which does show how great it is that Volkswagen have decided to use it themselves. Let's have a little look inside though. This is quite a luxury vehicle. So you've got the same sort of leather that they put in the Volkswagen version as well. Electric, there we go. This one is in black. It looks more like a VIP, sort of a chauffeur style bus. And of course, we've got proper back seats here with cup holders, etc. Very comfortable. The Tourneo Custom is very versatile. You can have the seat switching the other way around. I thought it would be electric, but it's just a normal tailgate. Massive space, of course, as you'd expect. It looks great with the glass roof as well. Really nice and light. These are the LED tail lamps on this electric model, which look really nice, better than the standard lights you get on the Transit Custom. I really do like those. And of course, you've got the tinted windows on this, which looks very VIP-esque, quite luxury. And this is the Ford Ranger PHEV. It's got a 2.3 litre EcoBoost turbocharged petrol engine combined with the electric motors that give massive outputs. Could suit a lot of people and businesses. Having lower benefit in kind tax in the UK will be a great thing. It's saving a lot on fuel, especially if you're doing a lot of town driving as well. You can do a lot of that on the electric then, so that works out well. This is quite clever, just makes sense having the charger and the fuel in the same place. Hopefully it doesn't cause any confusion at the pumps, but this one does have a little lightning bolt on to let you know it is the electric one, and it's a normal charger, not a fast charger. Inside, you've got a very familiar feeling Ranger, feels the same as the normal one, which is nice. And this is the new T7 Volkswagen, which is based on the Transit Custom, a van that I reviewed and really think it's a great van. So I think this is a good thing. Even though it's controversial, it's a good thing that they're teaming up. This is the Caravelle model, and it's a bit funny because you've got that crossover, because you've got the T7 Multivan, which is a Caravelle, all Volkswagen, and then you've got this one, the T7 Transporter, which is Ford. So quite interesting. They've done a good job really making it look like a Volkswagen, obviously with the badging of course, and then your traditional grille. Even inside is quite VW as well. But if we look at the California just over here, this is based on the T7 Multivan. So this is based on Volkswagen's own platform, whereas the T7 is based on the Ford of platform. So interesting, but I think this partnership is going to be really strong for both parties. It works very well. You've got this steering wheel, which is a little bulky. It's strange looking. They've kind of put the Volkswagen buttons in. That looks a little odd. Same placement to start the car up there as well, which makes sense. Your same column shifter as well that you get on the automatic Transits as well, and then all the different cubbies and sections. Lots of little Ford elements and pieces, bits and bobs. This is all very Volkswagen though, all this. The seats are very Ford, of course they are Ford seats. Welcome to Volkswagen. That looks very Volkswagen. They've put their own sort of system on that. This one's got the fixed glass roof all the way along, which looks really great. It's very light in here. These aren't cheap though, they're very expensive vehicles, but great for a minibus if you want something a little bit more luxury. A very clear blend between Ford and Volkswagen. Pretty good. Let's have a little look inside the California. So, to rock and roll into a bed, and then this goes into a bed up here as well. Really modern and lovely. You've got your little kitchen area here, sink area, one burner stove. Of course, the buttons are on there, all the physical buttons, which we're seeing across the Volkswagen range now, which is great. And then this very Golf-like infotainment display. Your gear selector's up here as well, so it's like on the dash if you like, which is quite clever and not in the way. And then your parking brake is just down here as well, so better than having the handbrake mounted on the floor. That's a lot more practical. Nice range of powertrains as well. The plug-in hybrid to the UK will be coming. At the moment it's launching with 2-litre diesel engines and 2-litre petrol engines as well, like a GTI engine in this, which will drink fuel, but it would definitely be nice to drive. This is the car that's going to be replacing the Volkswagen Tiguan All-Face, so it's based on the MPV Evo platform and the new Tiguan's based on, well, it's the 7-seater model. So we're going to have a quick look around and see. This has got the IQ Matrix light with the light up VW badge, which does look pretty cool. It's got a chunkier face than the Tiguan. You can see it's in the nightshade blue, which I love. This is the Elegance model, so it focuses more on the comfort and luxury. It's nice and quiet in here. It's blocking out all the noises from the motor show. You've got the Life, the Elegance and the R-Line, which is the sportier one, which is just over there. Wood trim as well, which looks really nice. It's very similar inside to the Tiguan, so you've got this same column gear selector, which I'm not a huge fan of. All very nice materials. Feels like a Touareg almost, and it does sit in between the Tiguan and the Touareg. Now you can get it with 5 seats or you can get it with 7 seats, so that's a nice mix as well. You don't have to have it as 7-seater, you can get it with a 5-seat, and I'll show you the boot now because it is pretty incredible. Lit up rear badge and Tayron across the back there. That looks really great. And we'll show you the massive boot. It's huge. And I'll show you the rear space as well, because that's quite important for a 7-seater SUV, of course. Also, you've got the built-in blinds on all the cars as well, which is great. So in the very back, you do have the Art Velours Alcantara seats as well on this Elegance, which are lovely. Really nice looking car. The headrests come up as well. Nice headrest, and then you can move these back. Of course, with it being on a slider, you can have these a little bit more forward, so you have a bit more space in the 3rd row. Move this back, and I can still give myself a lot of knee room, which is really nice. Definitely feels more spacious than an All-Space. Similar headroom, but I have a little bit more leg room and definitely more feet room. I can put my feet underneath these seats, which is a really good addition from before. You don't have Isofix in the 3rd row, but you do have it on the outermost seats. here, and then you have it on the passenger seat as well. So that was a first look at the Volkswagen Tayron, the new Allspace essentially. Should be a good car, and it's nice that you have the option of the 7 seats, a bit longer than a Tiguan, and it does have a unique look to it as well. Even though it is very Tiguan-like, it offers something a little bit different. Blending in very nicely at the show is the new Q5. It seems like everyone's kind of missed it, but it is the new model. So inside, it's got the new dashboard with all the different screens on it and the passenger display. What do you think of this green colour? It's a little bit different. We got the new grille. It looks quite cool. It looks quite small here. I think it's because we're in such a big room. It looks more like a Q3. This one has got a brown leather interior, which I think is really lovely. And then you've got the passenger display on this one. So you can see the passenger display here. You can be the co-pilot and navigate where you need to go. You can have a look at the car. You can go onto here, onto the settings of the car, and do little different things on there. So that's quite good. You've got your own entertainment for the passenger on the vehicle. And here we go. This is the Audi S6 e-tron. Pretty incredible, and it's on the new PPE platform as well. Premium platform electric. So we've seen a few cars on that, including the Q6 e-tron, which I recently reviewed. You can click up there to watch that video on that car. This is the more saloon-like vehicle, but essentially the same car. This being the performance model is going to have a lot of power. I mean, they've always got a lot of power anyway, being electric. But you can see it's quite a cool design. It's very aerodynamic, and that's why it's been designed like that. And it's got massive 21-inch wheels on this one. It looks incredible. This is the big massive screen as well, but it's more integrated. It's nice that they've done this. It doesn't feel like a screen slapped on because it all combines in. And then you've got the own passenger display as well, which is kind of separate, but it's quite cool. It's nice for them to have that. Again, you've got the new badging here on the seats, which I'm not a huge fan of. Hopefully they go back to the old designs of those, or maybe I'll grow to like it. But these seats are very comfortable. You've got the Alcantara on the armrest. Strange choice to use a heavily worn area with Alcantara, but it looks great. And you've got it on the dash, which is a good placement definitely for it. It's nice when you see it on the headlining as well, but this car doesn't have that. However, you do have the sunroof, which has got the different patterns that you can do. Whoa! So this has just got stripes, or different stripes that you can change. You can actually go into your settings and you can actually change that completely to have it opaque or have it all clear, whatnot. It's pretty cool. It's the future. Of course, though, mega things like this we will start to see coming into lower segments of vehicles. So only a few years away, I suspect we'll see this sort of sunroof pattern on all sorts of vehicles. Even the passenger screen, I can imagine a lot of manufacturers are going to start doing that as well on the vehicles. So this is exciting. And this is the back of the S6 e-tron. Looks great. No rear wiper again, not the most practical, but looks great. Even this is inspired by the e-tron GT as well, how it goes along the back. The full light bar with the light up Audi as well, which of course we've seen with the Volkswagen badges in other models. If we open the boot as well, it looks like a saloon, but you have a big hatch-like boot. Maybe not as big as the Q6, but probably very close to. And obviously more practical. A lot of people are going to like this. You're going to get more range out of the A6 or S6 rather than the Q6 or SQ6. That was my overview of the 2024 Paris Motor Show. Hopefully that gave you a good idea of some of the new product launches here. It was really nice to see loads of French manufacturers, as you'd expect, but also the addition of some German manufacturers like Volkswagen, Audi and BMW was great to see at the show. I've done a few individual videos of a couple of cars as well, so make sure to check those out on the channel. If you like new car reviews and car content, hit the subscribe button. I hope you enjoyed this overview of the Paris Motor Show, and I look forward to seeing you soon.